When I tell you that I just may have found my top 5, top 10 best animes of 2026 of this year, you know that I'm taking my shit seriously. And Sense to be a Hero is now up there in the rankings as a result. So, again, as of me recording this video, there's only one episode left, and I wish to simply talk about it because this show, since my initial video talking about this and breaking down what Sense to be a Hero is all about, I have been focused, inundated. I have been glued to this show, nuts to butts, and it's been amazing. It's been an incredible ride. And if a second season of Sense to Be Hero ever comes out, which I think is no doubt in my mind it's going to happen, I think they really got to pull all the stops to continue this momentum. Because, like I said, given that the show is feeling a little Mushoku Tensei as maybe a bit of ReZero at times, this actually is really cool. Where again, the word hero you would think is like, okay, heroes, they're the good guys, right? But in the world sense to be a hero, it's actually a prison sentence. And I've been loving since day one. They took that hero concept and flipped it over its heads, and now the expectation of it is just so out there, so extraordinary. And the amount of characters you dive into Sense to be a Hero is so good, so unique. A lot of them do get a little bit of some flesh out, like a little bit like tiddlywinks of teasers of like what's to come in potentially future seasons. So I guess first and foremost, I guess I'll even shout out to like my favorite characters in the show. From our two main characters, Terrorita and Xylophorbots, who is amazing. Tatsuya is another highlight too, where despite the fact that he doesn't talk at all in the show and he's like a fucking grunt, bro, Tatsuya's power level is like unheard of. Like, bro must have got killed so many times to the point that he's just a fucking beast when it comes to killing these demons. There's also Sav, who again, Sav's character is instantly the voice actor who voices Cosmo from Konosuba is giving off like Konosuba vibes in a way where like, oh my god, they actually got our boy here to voice a character in this show. Amazing. um Norgel, who is like the main guy who commands people and gives them inspiration and passion and charges, makes them fight the enemy front lines, and was able to inspire like some pretty low B miners that were like so unconfident about their fighting skills to fight against the demons. And then I guess the last highlight I'll throw out here would be like Jace with his beautiful dragon Neity, if I'm not mistaken by the name, and then Rhino, which is like one of the newest characters that was introduced in these recent episodes of the show. Every character in the show is so full of life, so full of passion. Like it really gives a lot of um breath into the world that's super dark, really depressing. And again, it's continuing that momentum. Like, okay, Xylo clearly is a hero, but he shouldn't be a hero because of the fact that he did something in the past life before he got sentenced that he thought was the right thing to do. And now he's under this conspiracy to figure out, okay, who set him up, who's the head honcho of the churches, what have you, and put an end to this hero conviction, what have you, if I got the story right. And once again, like in this show, you're going to experience a lot of action. You're going to experience a lot of the best animation that's out there this year. You're going to experience some of the best and amazing voice acting that's just so damn passionate. This show has you covered on all four fronts, left to right. And I guess if there is like maybe a complaint or two that I would have to throw off the bat, that I understand, like at the end of the day, this is a really short anime series, is that I do honestly wish that this was like a 24 episode long first season, what have you. I mean, who knows? Maybe there might be a Sense to Be a Hero season one, part two, which unfortunately has become the trend of anime norms as of late. But if that happens, it is what it is. But either way, at least it'll serve as a really good way to actually like remember like and actually finalize how season one really plays off, right? Another criticism I'll also throw out the bat too is that some of the characters which I've just named right off the bat may not get a lot of like lime in the spotlight, and some I just wish had a lot more like details and backgrounds, like where they came from, why they became heroes in the first place. And of course, there's a pretty key moment in the show right now where it was even highlighted in today's episode and last week's episode, the 10th episode, where it involves Kivia, Patouche, and her connections with what happened in earlier events, which I know is like building up to something big, something like a plot twist type of moment. But at the rate it's going, I don't know if it's going to like really like set itself up for like a feature like holy shit, I didn't see that coming type of moment. Because there are moments where again you get hooked with some of these characters, but there are moments where it's like, okay, you're good and all. Let's move on to Xylo and Terroriza. I want to focus on them instead. Like that's what I've been noticing for some of the at some moments in the anime when watching the show. But either way, this show has everything covered with some really good action, some really good animation, some really amazing music to boot, some really good and surprisingly fun slice of life comedy moments that kind of tugs your heartstrings, but then immediately throws you back into the action and the seriousness. It's really good. It's really captivating. And I think that this is one of my favorite animes of the year so far. And with that being said, I would give Sense to be a hero at the moment like a strong seven and up to a light eight. Like it's strong seven to a light eight. It's really good. This show has so much potential, and I really think that if a season two ever comes to the horizon, it's gonna blow everyone away and myself away nonetheless. And yeah, just wanted to slowly rant and talk about the show a bit, and that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Later.